All right, welcome everybody. Welcome again to All In, All United, and you'll realize we have a special guest with us today. The man Rondell Renwick. And if you're a football fan and you don't know Renwick, well then you have to check yourself. The man is yeah. All In football is finally back. But before we get into the mix, Rondell, introduce yourself to the people now.
Yeah, definitely. We're Facebook world. Uh, Thanks for having me, All in United, Kareem and Nico. Of course, thankful and grateful to be here. I'm Rondell Renwick. Some of you all may know me around from being in the media with Talking Mind Television, right? And probably just as a footballer of the past as well too. A big fan of football, and of course, as all I could see it, yeah, yeah. All in United. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Nico, with you very long time.
Long time, boy. Long time. I started taking the football going the Bundesliga for some reason. That's why I went to sleep, boy. Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
boy.
The Spanish football, yeah, boy. That Spanish football, the quality of the football and from both teams, on any game is real quality. So I enjoying that. And soon, from tomorrow is EPL football, and on Friday is a mega clash. That for sure, I think we definitely going to come out on top again, I definitely can't wait for.
Yeah. From a footballing perspective, we can't help but be excited about the return. In spite of so much things going on, with the COVID, we know that COVID is still there. We know even with the whole protest stuff going on, with the whole Black Lives Matter, and all these sort of things going on around the globe. We have a lot of things that they are trying to fight, but as a total, from a total football perspective, I can't help but be glad to come back. If we have some form of fantasy to my day boy, and especially with English football, which I consider the most competitive league, the most most entertaining league. I ain't taking nothing away from La Liga. I ain't taking nothing away from Bundesliga, from Serie A. But for me, it's gotta be the most entertaining league out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
And we Callum inside early.
Nice, man. I talked to him. I sent him a personal message. I said, Callum inside from 9. You know what I mean? So I know you need some campaigning these days, but still, thanks. We appreciate you being on the inside from early, Callum.
Early. Well done, Callum. Well done. And for you who missed it, we have Rondell Renwick in with us. A former
Good night, Callum.
the man play for Naps. Also the host of a program Talking Mind. So you can check him out. Rondell, tell them something again now, because we know a lot of people now joining in.
Right. So as I was saying before, again, good night to everyone, to Nico and Kareem, thanks for having me here on All In United. This is a special moment for me because as a Man United fan, this is like something I'm really happy to be a part of tonight, especially seeing what we've been through with the COVID season, and to know well football is back on stream now, especially as Kareem was stating just now, the best league in the world, right? So yeah, Rondell Renwick, and thankful to be here tonight, to let's talk Manchester United, big things coming soon.
All right, so Callum saying I check my audio. So what I'll do is I will go and get my headset and see if it will help. In the meantime, right, Nico and Rondell. So mega clash, Tottenham Hotspurs versus Man United. Let me hear your thoughts.
Well, first I will take it away. Spurs, since Jose Mourinho have taken over at Spurs, I haven't been impressed. I think he's definitely a small team coach. I think he could coach teams like Watford, and that kind of teams he could coach. Teams who really want to impressive football and really want to bully teams and push teams back. I don't think that's his brand of football. He have Spurs playing a very defensive brand, which they are not really accustomed to. The players like Dele Alli, Son, Kane, you know, even when Eriksen was there, had that quality to go forward. And I think Mourinho has suppressed that. So since Mourinho has came into Spurs, he hasn't impressed me. They don't look at threat, and I could only really see us going to their stadium and bullying them and taking all 3 points.
Nico, yeah, definitely. I must agree with what Nico's saying as well. I think Manchester United, they're definitely the more superior team, right? Quality wise, that is. But I think what we need to be wary about is seeing the name that you call, Jose Mourinho, at the end of the day, former Manchester United coach. We know his his being, we know the type of person. He have a point to prove, right? He's looking to come out of that game with 3 points to prove a point to Manchester United. A very cocky type of person. He's a man love to show that he's filled with that sort of pride, and he have a point to prove as well. So I think the boys need to go out there and just keep focused. I think it's an open table though. When I say table, I mean between the clash Manchester United and Tottenham. I think it's an open game because it's the first game back for both teams. Both teams are hungry just to play football, just to play top quality football once again. So tomorrow, so Friday game come like a finals, really and truly, just because of the anxiety and the adrenaline that would be on the pitch. But definitely, I think we have the quality to definitely walk away with 3 points.
Here now, right? I know Nico was very, very positive when he was saying about going into this game, and I don't know, boy. I just had this kind of feeling, boy. Now, no, don't get me wrong, eh? I ain't gonna walk into the game with the biggest mentality, but as Rondell mentioned it, Mourinho, boy, the man, he like that now, boy. Look, and as I said, Mourinho full of surprises. Now, I'm expecting Mourinho to come out and outball us, I expected Mourinho to come and absorb pressure. I remember the last time when Mourinho was in charge when we played Tottenham on that Poch, and Poch had Spurs real joking and looking real nice. And Mourinho made when Martial came in the dregs and scored the goal after. So it's like I know Mourinho coming to make that match pretty nasty just to get results. And he could come out there and frustrate us and come and get a result. And watch me, that is my only concern. I like Son and Harry Kane. Them fellas and them could make things happen with 1 or 2 chances. Now I ain't talking as though I am talking to team, but we have to be careful. We have to be wary of
Personally, for me, Mourinho has lost his swagger. I don't know how much that he could really get out of the Tottenham team, because definitely I don't think Tottenham team even playing for him. But again, is really actually we have to go into the game very cautious. We have to go into the game being very professional, not taking anything for granted. But at the end of the day, I think the 3 points would be ours.
Nico said something there as well too, concerning the team not playing for Jose Mourinho. That's another thing to look at as well. So even though I would have mentioned that Jose Mourinho, with his swagger and his cockiness, wanting to get that 3 points just to prove a point to Manchester United. At the end of the day, the coaches need the players to play for them. So that's something that could also work out in the favor of Manchester United favor as well. So yeah, that's a key point as well there, Nico.
Yeah.
Callum is my fan, boy.
I think that's Rondell fan. Let me see what's going on here.
All right, so Callum saying the United Nation is salivating over the prospect of Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, and my French cousin Martial on the pitch at the same time. As Callum bring it up, right now, it have some reports that's circulating. I don't know if it's legit news or just mind games. I don't know. That's stating that Paul Pogba is not going to start tomorrow.
Friday.
I mean, on Friday, sorry. You all think that's a good move, or they should just have his best players? What you all think?
For me, I think definitely that will be dependent on what we're done in training. Because if in training things clicking, then I see no reason why you would just rest a man for resting somebody's sake, right? And that was reported about 4 or 5 days now. So I think that is just speculation. However, I think he will be cautious with Pogba and even Rashford. So if he doesn't start, which I really honestly I don't expect him to, but if he doesn't start, I won't be surprised. However, if he starts, either way, I won't be surprised even if he starts.
Rondo?
Mm-hmm. Well, of course, I would like him to be in the starting lineup. Just as a fan as well, as a fan of football and Manchester United, I would like Pogba to be in the starting lineup. But coming off of the injury and all these sort of things, yeah, just as Nico, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not in the starting lineup. I think it will definitely be up to him how they perform in practice, and I'm not seeing any reason why Ole wouldn't start one of his key players in first game back after this COVID break. So it's really dependent on how he would perform in practice. I think his teammates definitely would like him to be on the pitch, for sure.
But you and Nico echo the same sentiment in that if he does start, you could understand why. I don't know if I want to explain a little more on that, because I don't see why you wouldn't start Pogba. I don't think considering injury, I mean, it's like a new season in my opinion. Not even a normal season. How the normal season is run, they don't get that length of break. And Pogba had recovered from his injury even before COVID. Rashford, on the other hand, it's only at the back end when we were now coming back into training. Rashford was given the clearance to play. But I don't think people taking that for Rashford not starting. I'm trying to understand the logic behind it.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but my justification is how they do in training.
Right.
And if in training, right, remember he's coming off a more serious injury where he did surgery and stuff, right? So in terms of that, you would naturally be more cautious, So let's say if he for some reason he's still having some type of discomfort, something he maybe not be being able to keep up the intensity as normal, then there would be no reason to risk it. However, if there's no issues in training, his intensity and his performance in training is right up there with everybody else, then again there's no reason not to start him.
But okay, so nice. And I'm glad you said that, Nico. Now the reason circulating as to why Pogba not going to start is because of this whole thing called momentum.
I think that's speculation. That's just pure speculation.
I put in the story to hear all your views, because it's saying before the break, Fred, McTominay, Matic, and Bruno, they were working well. And there's always say, you don't want to fix something that's working. So these guys were working together well. The chemistry was showing between Fred and Bruno, Matic, McTominay, and then Fred, Pogba coming back in now, he is going to walk back into the team. And they say, so Pogba needs to earn his pick.
But you can be earning it in training.
Right, and they went as far as to say that even when McTominay had come back, he didn't walk straight into the team. So I don't think that's what they're talking about as opposed to, training.
For me, Kareem, I looking at it from also the standpoint of the uncertainty behind the name Paul Pogba, right? When it comes to Manchester United and Paul Pogba, a lot of speculations. Does he want to be with this team? Does he want to continue with this team? Does he want to transfer and go to another team? Even as fans, we sort of uncertain of what direction Pogba is really going when it comes to Manchester United, as a player. So as the coach for Ole, I don't know if he's taken all these things into consideration. Banking on just what you mentioned as well, in terms of the momentum, right? So it wouldn't be surprising for me if he's not on the starting lineup. I would like him to be on the starting lineup. He's Paul Pogba. We know his skill set and we know his asset when it comes to playing that position, right? But in terms of just that name, Paul Pogba, and the uncertainty behind this player when it comes to being a Manchester United player, I think these things could also result in the coach's decision in terms of whether he starts or not.
What do you think, Nico?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. But again, to me, if he really showing that commitment on the training field, then why he wouldn't show it or in a game? You know, which naturally the intensity, which naturally the adrenaline would be higher. You know, so as long as to me he's proven himself in training, he's working hard and even harder as everybody else. Again, I do see a issue.
So momentum pre-COVID doesn't factor in. You know,
No,
just
for me, no. Because even when Pogba had the injury or he was complaining about the injury before he did the surgery, Oli still wants to play him. You know, Oli wanted to get him into the team. We know at that moment that Fred wasn't in the form he's in. Matic wasn't in the form that he's in. McTominay also, so that why Oli would have definitely wanted Pogba into the team. But he always saw that every time we had a possibility to play Pogba, Oli always wanted to play him. You know, so up to now, I haven't seen that change, even with all the touted rumors of him wanting to leave. But I think also with the addition of Bruno in the team, I think it's definitely an added motivation for Pogba to come out and to show his quality.
Yeah.
You know, and to even want to play for the club, knowing that the club now want to go in a direction where from before you wasn't seeing that direction before. You wasn't seeing that enthusiasm and that drive to want to compete against the better teams of Liverpool and Man City. But with the decisions we're making now and the purchases we have made now, then I could only see that Pogba being motivated even more, you know, to even stay at United and to perform at United.
All right, nice. Yeah. So, from a tactical standpoint, guys, now we'll get into the starting 11s just now. But from a tactical standpoint, do you all feel the team will have a good balance with Pogba and Bruno? Because I know that is one of the biggest concerns or one of the questions that's circulating and everybody asking. With Pogba's indiscipline positionally, and then Bruno, if we will have that defensive balance, solid at the back, but yet unpredictable and very creative in front. Now, before I answer, let me just get this comment in. All right, so Nacho saying Pogba is an asset to the team, big name. Tottenham is a big game. So despite the lengthy injury, I think they will start him. We have 9 games left. Touch and go with Wolves and good, very, very good point. So we had to win the game. You know, we had to win the game. But go ahead, in terms of the balance of the team with Pogba and Bruno, let's see it working.
Run the All
right. Yeah, well, when you think about Bruno as a player, he seems to be a total professional, right? He seems to be a disciplined player who understands his role, right? And he seems to be a friend of the team as well in terms of being a good teammate, right? Yeah. So I see that balance working brilliant between Pogba and Bruno, because specifically because of Bruno professionalism, right? He understands his role. Not that Pogba doesn't understand his role, but we know Pogba can be a bit slack at times, right? Aside from his skill set, but Bruno professionalism and being a great teammate, I think those two would work magnificent playing alongside each other. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing where Pogba would. I'm not seeing where he would lose his name, Pogba, because you know these guys have a lot of pride and these things as well too, which this is how they operate to build their confidence, right? For them to build their confidence when they go out on the pitch. I'm not seeing how he'd lose his name and lose his touch. And I think Bruno is the perfect partner there for him. Bruno seems to be humble, right? And seems to be a great teammate who understands his role. And I'm just excited to see both of them play together.
Yeah, for me, that thing that with balance and you know what I mean, it out the window, because when I really look at the French national team, which Pogba is a part of, which Pogba is a main part of, right? With players like Mbappe, Griezmann, right? And you have so much quality within the team, attacking wise, even added with Pogba, and it works. You know what I mean? And it works. So to me, it will work. I think Pogba have the discipline to do whatever Oli instruct him to do. I think he has. I think he understands that, because if he could do it for a national team and win a World Cup, right, which is no easy feat, then to do it in the English Premier League, for your club team, I don't see no reason where Pogba would lose discipline. I think before the reliance was so much on him, right, to make an impact on games, that he maybe did things that he would not have normally have done because he didn't have the support, right? He didn't have somebody else who would have created a chance where he would have had to do everything. He had to defend, right? He had to create, he had to score goals. But I think now with the complement within the team, with how the team is functioning, the dynamism within the team now, I think this team will really bring out the best of Pogba.
All right, nice. All right,
exciting.
so Callum's saying if we play a back four with the wing backs overlapping, play two defensive midfielders in Fred and Maxos, Pogba in front of them, Rashford and his cousin Martial on top with Bruno feeding them, Pogba with a bit of freedom to roam. I think you're talking about a 4-4-2 diamond there, Callum.
Yeah, exactly, and I seen that working. I definitely seen that working, because at times you can give Pogba that freedom to attack, right? Just to have that understanding between himself, within the team, you know, because even as players, we would know that, hey, you know what I mean? If the right back attack, right, then somebody had a cover, right? If somebody else leave a position, then of course somebody had a cover. So as long as you had that discipline within the team, then definitely that formation, what Callum talked about, yeah, I can definitely see that working.
All right. So before we go further into the whole discussion of formation and team players, there was also some reports. Now, none of these are confirmed. It's always alleged. Unless it comes out of the man's mouth, I can't say confirmed. But there's reports that states Mourinho made a comment about Oli. Right? And I mean, the first thing that came across my mind is mind games. You know, Mourinho.
But I think it's the media pushing that. I think the media pushing that. But yeah, make the point. Yeah, but go ahead and make the point.
No. But I know you know what I'm saying. I can't remember the exact phrase, Nick.
It was something like he out of his depth.
Right. So Mourinho
always out of his depth.
Yeah, it was reported that Mourinho said to somebody close to him that leaked that Solskjaer is out of his depth at Manchester United. Right? Now, the thing about that is Mourinho known for his mind game before game. You know, before important matches. He likes to get in your head. He like that psychology now.
Yeah.
You know? What you all feel about, is it mind games or people lying or Mourinho really said it?
The media tried to hype up a scene, man. I don't think I had anything in that. and even if that was said, that maybe would have been said when Jose was fired and the job was given to Oli with more or less no track record, right? He could have definitely had said that. So the media now, let's dig up that. You know, that's as they say to, you know what I mean, all wounds, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but this was the first time Oli playing Mourinho, Nico. The player
what I'm saying is being the coach of Manchester United, right, is not being the coach of Cardiff.
Right.
So of course when Mourinho was fired and Oli would have gotten the job, I could have definitely seen Mourinho saying that he's definitely out of his depth to coach a juggernaut like as Manchester United, because he know what he faced there, right? So I think it would have been something that was said in the past that the media just bring him back up, you know, that's to stir up something for the game now.
I understand what you're saying, Nico, and I don't it's just in my ear. What I am saying is, if that was said in the past when he left, when he lost his job at Man United. This is not the first time we played Spurs, so why it didn't come up the first time around? You don't think it would have
again?
So
That's the media to me. to me the media that's playing with trying to stoke up some fire.
Yeah. Let me hear you, Rondo.
So, Karim, you're insinuating that basically maybe it is that this was recently said then.
Yeah, this what I'm saying.
Yeah. If it was said, it had to be recently said because
Yeah.
we would have played them before.
Exactly.
And it had no basis. And saying that now, it had no basis. Because look at Ollie's record for the last 11 plus games. We are unbeaten in the last 11 plus games, right? Beaten at some big teams, right? So to say that, you have no basis saying that now. That you're out of, you're gonna tell a man you're out of your depth and beaten in 11 games, right? Beaten, he beat you, right? He beat Man City about 4 times within that space, right? And you're saying him out of his depth? Where are you saying?
No, Nico. If we were to be honest with ourselves, right? Ollie not at the caliber to sit where he's sitting.
I disagree. 100%.
Now listen.
When Pep Guardiola they get the Barcelona job, right? Coming out from the coming out from the academy and coaching the Barcelona team, you were saying he was out of his depth?
No, you see the difference with that, Nico, is now that's structure.
Anyway, go ahead.
Was a well-oiled machine. Any decent coach could have go in there and do good with that team. Listen. You had Ronaldinho.
But not a fire coach, right?
Yeah, but that's it. Because right now Barca is an aging team, right? And Barca didn't building.
All right.
What I'm saying is, only if you look at Ollie's CV and you compare it to the like of managers with the task at hand. Now, whether Ollie proving people wrong or not, that's a different discussion. What I'm saying, based on what we're looking at right now, and based on Ollie's history, that task real heavy. And he was just before I run Nico. People wasn't calling for Ollie Neck already. It's only since we yet to see whether that turn was Ollie.
So haven't you seen that improvement in the team? Improvement in the players? Improvement in the quality of the football? No, I just asked her. Right?
Let me add something there. Now, when it comes to Solskjaer being coach of Manchester United, that's it right there. He's the coach of Manchester United. What we expect as fans, right? We expect titles. This is what we expect, right? And like how we make the comparison there with Pep Guardiola, regardless to the structure that the system at Barcelona, what they would have, a coach still have a job to do. And even as I mentioned before, the players still have to play for the coach, right? He still went in there and proved his point, right? By winning titles. So improvement is good, but how long are we going to be satisfied with improvement? We want titles. This is what we want. Titles. Exactly. So Solskjaer still have to prove his point as being a top-class coach, a title-winning coach. And I believe, honestly, regardless to the improvement, if come next season we don't have a title, especially the main title, the Premiership title, I don't think he will be there anymore. Because Manchester United is a title caliber team.
And there's the point I'm making. If you bring a coach who have a reputation, then you might tend to be a little more patient with him. This is why Ollie's time, because you realize Ollie's time right now, and please don't make sure see this, I'm not against Ollie and I like Ollie. Right now, Ollie's time has been up and down. 1 minute, Ollie demand, next minute, next box. So until we see.
Right, but Reeves, we had to be fair with the quality man had to work with from inception, and the man had to do a lot of clearing out, and I really to rebuild the team now. The team is the youngest team in the Premier League right now, and it's only kudos to Ollie for that, right? However, I would agree that we could go with the stance out of his depth because he haven't won a title. right? Compared to other managers who would have come in with titles under the belt, you know. But however, as long as he continues to play and to impress on the team as how he is doing now, I think it's just a matter of time. And I think even this season, you could see a title.
All right. So let me just get some comments in, right? Concerning the same thing, Callum saying the media games and the media bringing it up. So my take is this is nothing new in terms of how Mourinho's operate. Mourinho's always say things to get into people's heads. So that's why I'm not doubting that this was something Mourinho intention for it to go out. Right?
Reeves, I just want to say one thing, right?
Go ahead.
You could remember looking at Manchester United games a long time, that the moment the next team score, for some reason, you know, like you wake up at a lion, and you know Manchester going and you're sure Manchester going to score, regardless of what, you know Manchester going to score. I think Mourinho even knows now, right, especially being a former United coach, and he knows that most of the players didn't like him anyway, that stoking a fire like that is going to cause a major reaction. And it is going to spawn the Manchester United team to even put on a greater performance. So I think he wouldn't go down that. He's not going down that road. Because even if you look at these Chelsea teams, even look at the Chelsea teams, every time, even when he was coaching at United, every time we play Chelsea, they used to play the best for the whole season. Because it was playing against Mourinho. So I don't think he's looking to stoke up that fire.
All right. Don't underestimate this man. I don't like him, but he's a genius.
Now you're not genius. He lost that spark. I tell you, he lose it.
All right, Nico.
Mourinho could only go down. For now.
Are you afraid that man too bad?
No. Small team coach.
Seven saying, what about Matic if we playing Pogba with Bruno? Who in the holding position? You guys made mention of Pogba having discipline to do what he's asked to do. But let's be real, we all want to free Pogba. Yeah. Well, I think the ideal is Matic. If we were to go back to when Pogba was taken over at Man United, he went for the 4-3-3, and Matic was the defensive midfielder, while Herrera was box to box, and Pogba was given freedom to what do we want to do. You know? So,
and I disagree with the Matic as ideal, but anyway, go ahead.
He's the best we have, Nico.
No. I disagree. But go ahead.
All right, let me get the comments and then we'll come back, right? Callum saying free Pogba. All right, Seven again saying no man buys a Porsche to drive at the speed limit. Free the man. Everybody on the free Pogba boy. Give the guy the players he wants and you'll see titles. So I think that's the sort of point to get all the time, right? Everything takes time. Always seems to be getting the team to play the way he wants. Allow the babyface assassin.
Right. I agree.
Let me ask a question here, Kareem. When the fans they're saying free Pogba, what are they referring to exactly?
I guess it's just to allow him to.
Yeah, don't let him play it as defensive.
Yeah.
All right. Then play a free role.
But my point is, as long as you had that understanding, as I was saying before, long as one man go, one man stay, right?
Yeah.
Pogba free to do anything he wants, as long as I had understanding within the team.
Him and Bruno aside next to each other, I no problem with that. I think Bruno with hold the discipline, he shown himself to be that capable player to hold the discipline and still bagging some goals as well too.
Yeah.
Seven saying, let's be real. Since Sir Alex Ferguson left, no manager has been able to get the players they wanted, and we weren't patient with those managers, else we wouldn't have gotten the title. But the thing about it is, them managers who we bring in by, I don't know. I know Moyes.
Nah, he was failed from the he had failed from the start.
And then Van Gaal, I don't know if Van Gaal's style was suited to Man United. That was too boring, boy.
Yeah. It wasn't suited to the Premier League football too.
Yeah, possession with no kind of penetration. And then Mourinho.
Mourinho. Again, the thing with Mourinho is he wasn't seen Manchester United as the big club that we were, or the big club that we're supposed to be. And I think that's the difference with Oli now. Oli sees us as a big club, a club that's supposed to be dominating, and a team that's supposed to be the best in England, and he's building us, trying to build us back to that. I think Mourinho always used to see us as the second and third best team in the league.
Yeah, and that was evidenced by heritage, you know.
Yeah.
Senator saying, I think the squad is mature enough to bring home a title. Getting the combination right is key. Starting 11, and yes, free Pogba. Everybody want Pogba freed by. All right, guys. So not much time has been spent already. We want to get into our starting 11. Now, we usually do a prediction 11, right? So we try to figure out which team Ollie would put out. But this time, what we're going to do is we're going to select the 11 that we would want to see play to beat Jose Mourinho's team. So what they're going to give us is the starting 11 and the formation, right? So who want to go first? Nicole or Ron?
Yeah, let me go now. It'll be a bit controversial, but all that's in it.
Yeah, that's going to be controversial.
I'll go with Maguire, Lindelof at the centre backs with the hair as the keeper.
Nico, before you go ahead, guys, you all who watching, feel free to put your starting 11 in the comments as well, right? I will put it up and we're going to talk about it as well. Sorry, Nico, go ahead.
Right, yeah. So Maguire, Lindelof on the wing backs, we have Shaw Wan-Bissaka, right? I'm going for the back. In the midfield, though, there's where we have a little differences.
You gonna play Fred.
Fred and McTominay, right? With Bruno. This is what I said, Fred McTominay with Bruno. And Rashford, James, and Marshall on the top.
This is the same man who was saying play Pogba.
No, you hear what I say? I say if he don't play, and I can justify why. I can justify my reason. If you want, I can justify it. No, I can justify it. No.
Yeah, go ahead. But right? Remember, this is the team you playing to beat Spurs. What are you gonna do? Let me hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the team. But again, the reason I justify it is because we have 5 substitutes, right? We know that the teams wouldn't be as fresh. So you want, even if you work quality on the bench and you work quality on the field. You know, so at times, even when Spurs are tired, I think we have the option to really bring the quality onto the field that we may not have had if we play the both attacking style players now. I know, yes, we want to go for blood from the inception. However, in terms of, you know what I mean, let me just say we can't get done, we just need the extra quality of the bench, that we had the extra quality. You know, so that is my real reasoning behind that formation.
But that's like a winning team there, Nico, man. That's like a winning team there. Yeah. What do you think about that team, Kareem? Think it's like a winning team? Real talk.
Anytime
that team taking it.
Yeah, man, right? Anytime somebody pop a team that don't have Pogba in its house, I
tell you it'll be controversial. I justify why. I justify it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, right? See what I'm saying about that, Nico?
The league will be fresh. The league will be fresh, man. Man will be tired. Man will be cramping up. It's gonna be an intense game.
Yeah,
and you need that quality.
I hear, yeah. But my thing is, right?
Yeah, want to bring on Pereira, and get off the bench when you're looking for something, you know. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but what it is, anyway,
it's early.
We had to win this game. We had to win this game, right?
But why I say we have to win the game? Why I say we have to win the game?
One, momentum, right? Now, if we don't win this game,
right,
Tottenham gonna be 3 points behind us. Chelsea.
Well, 1 point. I think right now there's 4, so there'll be 1 point behind.
1 point. Sorry, 1 point behind us. And not only that, Chelsea playing Aston Villa. Mm-hmm. That would take Chelsea 7 points ahead of us if we don't get a good result come Friday. So and then not only that, now we'll find ourselves going into Sheffield United with a have-to-win frame of mind. We already put ourselves.
Every game is a have to win, eh? Every game is a have to win.
But with the confidence of a win from Tottenham, is that approach, the pressure mightn't be as much. So when you
Tottenham going to be a fluke goal rings. Tottenham is going to beat we off the park. Them gonna make
At the
score
end
for
of
the
the day,
goal,
at the end
and
of the day,
that ain't gonna affect. We might have all pressure, yes, but
whether fluke or not, I not risking that dog. I want
alright.
I
Yeah.
want to pat Mourinho on the head again after this game, dog. You cannot go and
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't taking that.
So let me hear 11. Let me hear 11.
My 11, I go in with well, now as I told you before, because I know how Mourinho is, I go be a little safe. So I go with Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Bissaka, Williams.
Williams, Rims, nah. Reese, you're serious. Right, go.
My midfield, Matic, Pogba. Right? Bruno.
Interesting.
Real interesting.
Right? Bruno, Martial, and Rashford. Now, let me tell you something.
You're winning a game with that Mourinho mentality, but that squad is a Mourinho mentality kind of squad.
How there's a Mourinho mentality?
With Shaw and Williams and Matic.
Here what I tell you. And I have some kind of respect dog for your opponent.
That's why he play Fred and McTominay, yeah? That's saying,
The fact that I have Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, and Martial is enough for me to cause threat and to nullify what Mourinho coming out there to do. Mourinho coming out there to sit back and absorb pressure and play counter. And I want Brandon Williams and Wan-Bissaka to nullify Son and Lucas. You understand what I'm saying? While Pogba and Matic dealing with Ndombele and Sissoko or Celso. You had to be aware. We can't just run into this game foolish thinking, well, hey, we're the best team and not underscore.
And they play Williams and Shaw.
They call Shaw
playing as
auxiliary back.
Nah.
Cream, what you have coming down the wings?
I have Bissaka and Williams.
No.
So your wing backs playing the overlapping then?
Well, they more or less it's sounding like a playing pragmatic dog, but no.
Yes, I tell you that Mourinho squad, that squad you pick as what Mourinho would have play. No, Oli not going with that.
I'm looking at the threat that Tottenham have. I watch Maguire. You see how Maguire used to get it easy. Maguire needs support. Lindelof. If Mourinho put Maguire, Kane on if Mourinho put Kane on Lindelof and then he put a quick forward on Maguire, we in trouble by.
Nah, I disagree. I disagree.
I reckon we need coverage, and I know
McTominay and Fred giving you that coverage. And winning back that ball and playing it forward.
For who?
What you Williams doing there? What you Williams doing there?
Yeah.
That one shocked, man. That one shocked.
I agree with me though.
What's the purpose of Williams? What's the role of Williams in the squad?
Yeah.
Now, Nico Rondell, when Williams have played, Williams is more a better attacking threat from deep than Shaw. Right? Williams also have the energy to work that link better than Shaw. Shaw providing that extra body in defense because I know that we're really going to play with Lucas, Kane, and Son. Going to be very, very dangerous. The potential is very dangerous. He's going to sit back and have more pressure, and he's going to play on the counter. So all I'm saying is to counter that, allow my players to not have too much defensive responsibilities when they break. 3 in the back with 2 Bissaka and Williams, who will be able to play that defensive cover.
My only concern with that lineup, Kareem, is that we'll be playing direct football because I ain't sure what we have coming from the wing in terms of creativity. Then, so it seemed like from the back straight to the front, long ball football, straight into the strikers.
Nah, not when
Reeves, I just say.
Rondell, remember Marcel and Rashford. They play as strikers, so they give you a width and they also coming in as well. So you're getting width.
Right.
That's your opinion, right?
Yeah.
And I respect that. And I respect your opinion.
Of
However,
course.
I am just saying, right? Williams have not, since Shaw has come back from injury and has been playing consistently, Williams have not been better than Shaw going up and down that link. I just seen that. Since he came back, no. Shaw has improved a lot.
Yeah, I don't have a, but Nico,
and that is why most of the times he would have Williams would have been playing second to Shaw for a reason. So you saying that Williams better than playing that link better than Shaw? I disagree. Of Shaw recent form I'm talking about. Before he was getting competition from Williams and he was struggling with injury and stuff. Nah, Williams 100%. But after that, Shaw is the man.
all right.
I give Shaw respect. Randa, what do you think about Shaw recent form?
Yeah, Shaw is the man. I mean, up and down the line. I mean, strong on the ball, strong going forward as well. There's a man to run the left side. At least to me.
To me, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. There's a positive move going forward. It's also a positive move defensively. That's how I look at it when it comes to Shaw.
Fellas, all I'm saying is I'm not going into the match, thinking that Tottenham is this food team and we're gonna run over them because we have Pogba and Bruno, or leading up to this way before COVID, we was informed, them fellas and them was real grafting. All I'm saying is Mourinho had 3 months earlier. 3 months game. The man Harry Kane, the man came back this next fella, the fella who they buy from
Bergwijn or something like that.
Right, Bergwijn. These fellas will go out and do stuff. All I said, we had a sign saying to throw everything and be defensive, but you had to be aware of the threats that your opponent could pose and the quality of the players that they have. Yes, we have Pogba. Yes, we have Bruno. Yes, we have Courage back. At the same time, we have to say, what's going on? Consider their threats and we try to make sure that we can nullify that. And why I decide to go with I know Maguire not quick. Nico, that you probably game and that striker turn Maguire ground scrapping down.
And that is why I go with 2 defensive midfielders. Just saying, eh? And to make McTominay and Fred could do the job.
Yeah, but you're sacrificing defensively for the quality that you want.
Yeah, but you playing Williams, Reeves.
Yeah, but I
in a not specialist position.
Yeah, but right? I still have Pogba, Bruno, Marcus, and Anthony, dog.
I hear you.
I hear you. Let me hear your group.
Man, well, I'll try my best on not just to pick a good team, but the team that I would like to see Solskjaer put out there as well too. Now, for me, in goal is De Gea, right? As without a doubt, we have Bissaka on the right side. But first of all, the formation that I'm going with is a 4-5-2, but the 5 is with a holding midfielder, right? Now, I'll explain it just now. The reason why is again because we just come out of 3 months without football, so we want to make sure that we show any back, but at the same time,
4-5-2.
Sorry, my bad. 4-5-1.
4-5-1. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So we have Bissaka in the back, right back, and then we have Lindelof, Maguire, and Shaw. Right. We have Fred playing the holding midfielder. Why have Fred playing the holding midfielder? Because he have energy, he's a good passer of the ball, and he's disciplined. Right? And also we'll be having a good pass out the ball coming out the back to play the ball into Pogba in the middle there with Bruno. Right? We have Daniel James. We have on the wing, on the right side, we have Martial on the left side, and we have Rashford up top.
Playing Rashford up top?
Playing Rashford up top. Starting Martial on the wing.
Any reason for that?
For which one in particular?
The Rashford and the Martial switch.
Yeah,
Because
well,
Martial
with
more or
Mark,
less playing the centre forward role for the
for
season so
me,
far.
for me personally, some of the goals that Martial scored this season for me is opportunist goals, right?
Reals?
No, for real, right? But is
Yeah.
opportunist goals for his quality. Even though he has goals, he haven't shown himself to for me to be just totally confident in front of the goal. And you're not sure what you're going to get from Martial on a given day. So put him out on the wing, let him get some space to run at men, cut inside, make a good pass, cut inside, have a shot, and see if he can get a goal. Right? But from Rashford, I think you're more guaranteed to get a goal from Rashford, and his attitude as well to up top, even when he do miss chances, he recovers, he forgets the misses that he would make, and he continue and make sure and get a goal, right? Daniel James, of course, we're going to get the speed on the wing from Daniel James as well too, and with him and Bissaka working on the right side, I've seen a lot of overlapping from Bissaka as well coming on in the last set of games there for Bissaka. He has been crossing the ball well. He had a problem with that earlier in the season, right? So he started crossing the ball well, getting some good crosses inside. And of course, Bruno and Pogba in the middle there working their magic, with Pogba playing a more free role. But the key person in this squad for me is Fred. Why? Because Fred is the guy who is distributing this ball, because he's a very good passer of the ball. He's the guy in the holding midfield who is distributing the ball to Pogba, Bruno, James, and Martial. So his position defensively, his position offensively in terms of making that penetrative pass is very crucial. And well, of course, in the back we have Maguire, we have Lindelof being solid in the back there. I think Lindelof's speed will compensate for any ball that would overlap on Maguire. He would cover nicely for Maguire. And that's my starting 11 there, with De Gea in goal, of course. Hopefully, talking about De Gea in goal, hopefully De Gea can pick back up and end the season strong, because we know his quality, and he has slipped out of the ranks of being one of the top goalkeepers in the world. So I'm really hoping that he, over this period, he did some work mentally, that is, as well, to get him back, to get himself back to in number one form.
All right. Now, before we comment on Rondel's team, Nicole, let me just get some teams inside, right? Callum saying De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, McTominay, Fred, Pogba, Bruno, Marcel, and Rashford. So that's the 4-4-2 diamond, right? Sinatra, he agreed with that. 7 is saying a 4-3-3. He go with Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, well, David in goal. Matic holding with Pogba and Bruno, and up top, Rashford, Martial, and James. All right. Yeah, I think that's all the Now, my only thing, Rondell, is I'm not too confident with Fred.
I know that'll be the controversy there.
Fred is a good he's a good playmaker. Well, he can pass ball from him. But my issue with Fred is Fred's physicality. Nico, you can remember the game where I can't remember who it is we play when they targeted Fred. So every time Fred get the ball, it was closing him down, and it was a physical battle. And if it wasn't for the double pivot, I think it was Matic, then we would have conceded a lot of possession because of what was coming through Fred. So Fred as a sole defensive midfielder, that's a little bit concerning for me. I'm really not sure he can handle a role by himself. In terms of passing, in terms of his intensity, his tenacity, yes. But from the time you receive that ball, we could be in trouble if you don't get the time to settle and make the pass.
Now, what you have to think about when it comes to Fred as well, remember, he's being surrounded with Pogba, Bruno, right? And in terms of direct defense and offense in front of him, you have Pogba, Bruno, you have Maguire, Lindelof. So it come like he's being protected to have a free position. So he's making interceptions and he's making the outlet passes. So it come like he's being protected from even being in that physical battle, that dogfight, as we would say. With this
Right.
formation, then with the
Yeah.
players that is around him.
Right. The formation. The only thing I didn't agree with is the again respecting everyone's opinion. Right.
Oh yeah.
Is the Rashford on the top for the Marshall. I
Tell
do
him
I, I do
Nico.
agree with
Tell him Nico. Tell him why.
no. What I'm saying is that for me,
Marshall fan.
no need that. No need that. But
That's
for
right.
me, Rashford doesn't
Mm.
strive in that center forward role. I think taking him off the left, you're taking away a lot of his game. You're taking away a lot of what he brings to the team. Taking him off. I think that ability to go down the left and to cut in has really served Marcus well for the past few months. So I think putting him into the center forward position, taking away a lot of his game. So I would definitely leave Rashford on the left. I could even remember the last time we played Spurs. Mourinho said he told his team with Rashford on the left, right, they need to mark him, and they didn't do it, and he punished them. So I think again psychologically, even for that psychological effect, Rashford definitely would play on that left side and not the center forward.
Okay, but just wanting to know. So what if um Rashford is playing the centre forward? Do you think that we would get goals from Rashford in with this formation? Do you, apart from taking away from his game, which is the speed, cut inside, have a shot, basically, right? Um, do you think we'll get goals from him from the centre forward position with Martial on the wing? Do you think Rashford would still bag some?
Yeah, of course. I think with the quality of Pogba and Bruno behind you, there is no reason why he wouldn't bag. But in terms of his efficiency, I still don't think he has the efficiency to bag the amount of chances he would get. However, for some reason, I think I've developed some confidence in Marshall that I think Marshall would be the more prolific player in that
Right,
position presently. Things could
right.
change, but presently, I think Marshall is the more prolific player within the squad. Outsider Igalo, who I think is definitely
Oh yeah,
more or
I
less of
can't
a
wait to
of
see
a
him come off the
yeah
bench.
of
Yeah.
a finish article type
Oh
of
yeah,
striker.
yeah.
But outside and Greenwood, well, Greenwood, of course, I
Yeah.
mean, that's serious for him to build up that physical side of his game. However, for now, I think Marshall is the best player, and Rashford would definitely be more of a threat coming off the left.
All right.
All right, but
Go ahead.
Kareem, I could ask a question. I wanna hear from either you, Kareem,
Well, Reeves
or
will take
Nico,
this one. Yeah, Reeves will take this one.
concerning same uh Rashford, right? So having Rashford at the top, having Marshall on the wing, based on what I was stating just now, with Marshall not being so prolific in front of goal, even though he have goals, but not, for me, not showing that confidence, being clinical. Then it almost seems like he scored a lot of opportunist goal. Is that something you would agree with?
Nah. Um. I think Marcel has always been a number 9. But then again, nowadays you don't find pure number 9 like that again. You have they're a little more dynamic in how they play. Most of them you'll find them wanting to go wide and cutting, on a favored foot. Um, but as Nick was saying, in the closest to number 9 that you would want to get in the system or you want to play. Because all the system doesn't always offer pure number 9. Sometimes the position a little more dynamic than that. Because when you look at them, sometimes you see Marcel drifting out to the left, and you'll see Rashford drifting inside. You'll see Marshall drifting out to the right. And as I'm saying, so in terms of a center forward of Carlo, as we were talking about, who is a pure number 9.
Yeah.
Only system don't really lend to that. Like in terms of his plan A, You know what I'm saying? Plan B, you'll see him go for a goal because he wants somebody to stay in the box, or that fox in the box. But how we play now, it will call for more dynamism in the front three, more interchange and rotating. But I do think that Martial in front of goal is more clinical than Rashford. What Rashford has that Martial needs to work on is the intensity and the movement of the ball. Martial more likes ball to feet, while Rashford likes ball into space. And this is what I feel. This is why I feel Rashford tries more out wide because he's already space out wide. You know what I'm saying? Against deep, Rashford not gonna get that kind of space if he plays in the middle. And he doesn't strike me as the kind of player that have that kind of in play with the goal like Martial might be able to do it. Martial, though, is not the finished product, but Martial still does it better than Rashford. You know? So I do think Rashford has been thriving out left. He has the drive, he has, you know, everything I think, and he has the shot.
Yeah.
Once given the space to make mass on that left-hand side. You know?
I get you.
So guys, we going into an hour. So the last thing we're gonna do is predict the score. Right? So let's just get some score predictions and we go ready to tonight.
Yeah, 2-0. United.
Who you go score?
Yeah.
Marshall and Bruno.
Marshall and Bruno. All right, nice. Nico, have a good night, brother. Rondo.
Yeah, 2-1. I think Tottenham playing at home. Even though it's not in front of the crowd, it's their stadium, it's their pitch. I think I'll definitely see in Tottenham still bargain one. 2-1 in favor of Manchester United.
And who's the two Man United players?
Scorers for me would be Rashford, and Pogba would be getting his name on the scoring sheet.
Yeah, man. We are real Hollywood. Come back for both players, boy. Both players back from injury on the score sheet. Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Junior have my score here. And it's not a reason why I wanted 3, because I want all the players that Mourinho hates on to score. Martial, Rashford, and Pogba.
You find all right.
No, I mean Rashford.
Yeah.
In the back end.
Yeah.
So, Sinatra saying 2-1 United. I find that 2-1 too close now, boy. That 2-1 too close to 2-all now, boy. So, a 3-1 go give some room for comfort where you could bring in some players and give them a rest. You know.
So you hoping for comfort? All right. You predicted the score with comfort.
Yeah, I watch 3-1. I watch 3-1.
All right.
You know. So any closing remarks, guys? I mean, I must say I really do appreciate Rondell taking the time to come and be with us today. It was a good one.
Yeah, man, I appreciate being here. You know, I mean, doing media and these sort of things, but never been on a Manchester United forum before, so this is our first time and something that I really appreciated talking about. You know, I talk about football a lot, but never get to zone in on my team. So thank you for having me here.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Nico, any closing remarks?
Yeah, again, well, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Real football minds, you know what I mean? We was real, you know, technical and tactical in a lot of our discussions, which was really enjoyable. We know Friday, big game. Really looking forward to it. Even starting from tomorrow, EPL Sabak, really looking forward to that also. And really looking forward to coming back and doing the review of that game.
Yeah. Now, guys, I don't know if you all noticed a little bit some different things about our interviews today. You know, there were certain things that we didn't have access to before. But the application that we're using here, once we subscribe to it, so we were allowed, you know, different features now. So you see how we have the I don't know where it's called to the bottom going across the screen.
The banner.
The banner going across.
The running banner.
The runner.
Yes.
And then our logo to the top corner. and some other features because we're streaming live right now on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. You know, and that was so because of the generosity of somebody. There's this page on Facebook, SOW Student of the World, Damian Henry. He was so kind and generous to pay for our subscription of this application for a month.
Yeah, man, we appreciate that.
Yeah, where we can access, you know, all these different features and make it a little more enjoyable, you know, and a little more personal and all in all United. So we really want to big up and promote SOW Students of the World, Damian Henry, for, you know, being a blessing. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Great stuff, man.
I'm gonna get 2 more comments on the inside. Sinatra saying we need all 3 points. Let's hope for the best, Man United for life. You don't know, bro. And Junior saying, please pray for my team tomorrow.
I expected nothing but Arsenal trash, but you never know.
They say football played on the day, boy. You know,
Yeah.
Arsenal go just show up and City go.
Oh,
we know.
Yeah, we know.
Good luck. Yes. So guys, thanks again for joining in. You know, continue to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. You know, we do appreciate all the love. So have a good night, everybody. Thanks again, Rondell, for joining in with us.
Rondell, man. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, man.
We will be here on. Well, we'll be here to do the match review. Yeah. So we will post it and you all will know, so you can join in due course. All right. So have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.